Previously on 2 Past Midnight.
All right, tonight, I need the three of you to go into the bunker.
So you're saying as Americans we can walk in this bar and not immediately get accosted?
They will take your money there. If you have money, they will take it.
I don't think we have any money.
As you're going along, you see an APC coming up the road. There's about 25 people with this. It looks like they're patrolling, keeping their eye out, and very likely might stop people that might look like they're trouble, and that might be you guys.
I don't want any piece of these guys. What do you think?
No, I think they were best to try and duck out around them.
Do you guys remember where we stopped last time?
We were getting ready to go to a bar and mingle / learn things. And we had 100 shillings in our pockets.
Actually, you and Emmett were headed north to the bazaar to try to get stuff. I believe you made a list of what you were actually trying to purchase. Valentine was observing the bunker, and Murph is back at the bunker, or back at Valentine's hideout and resting.
Did my prayer and went to bed on the cot.
Yep. But where we left off was Emmett and LT were rolling a recon roll to hide from a checkpoint. Hide from some Polish guard because they were fearful that since they're not technically citizens, that they might be, taken prisoner and then indentured as servants. So, and we ended with Kyle's recon roll, where he rolled 2 successes, and then I rolled the recon roll for the Polish officer.
0 successes.
You don't know what I rolled. I didn't say. And each one of their successes will negate one of yours. So if they get 2, it means they see you.
I don't like your math.
That's the way the math works in the rulebook. Look it up.
I don't like it. I don't.
It's not his math. It's just
I don't
math.
like it.
Yep. All right, so describe to me what it looks like you guys trying to hide from this group. Kyle, since you were the one rolling it, you tell me what it looks like.
So as we're heading down the parts of the road, there are some kind of derelict vehicles kind of close to the buildings, like off the road, just kind of up against them. And as we see them come through, we try to, there's just a narrow gap between the building and like kind of an old vehicle almost. And we try to kind of head through there and just move and duck through there. So like, it's almost like the thing where they're going this way and we're kind of try to do this thing, which is great on an audio medium for me to use my fingers to show you what we're doing. So yeah, just right. We'll move to the left of the vehicle as they move the right down the street and just try to always stay out of eye shot of them.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you move off, and just as you round the corner, they don't notice you, and you guys get away.
I love your math.
Well, it worked out. just the way the game works. I don't know. I rolled 1 success, so that was actually pretty close. I rolled a 7 and a 4. If that's any indication.
Yeah.
So. All right, so you guys are going to continue on towards the market. Roll me a d6. And then move where you're going to move on the map, and then give me a recon roll.
So am I rolling for weather?
No, it's a totally different d6.
Sorry. A 5.
Okay. All right, move to where you're going to move. You can move 2 hexes, 400 meters.
That's right. We're physically doing this now.
Yeah, that way I don't have to do it all the time.
one, and we're gonna go. We're gonna go north more. We're gonna go there. Does that sound good, Emmett?
Yeah, that works.
All right. All right, so you guys start going north. We cut back over to Valentine. Valentine was up on a second story, overlooking the area where the bunker is, and he'd seen an APC pull up of Polish soldiers from the brigade, and the officer had gone inside and was. The rest of them are outside, kind of patrolling around and just looking around the area. So you see them, and just kind of looks like they're, it looks like to you like they're just kind of securing the perimeter around because they're there. You know what I mean? Like they would in any kind of situation. So that's what it looks like from what you've seen. So there's 4 of them that have kind of moved out, and they're kind of patrolling around, securing the perimeter. And it's a while, you know what I mean? You sit there for a while and you haven't seen the officer that went inside come back out. It seems like he went in. You can still hear music kind of faintly coming from the bunker. And it seems like he's in there. That's about it. That's what you got. This is daytime, right? Wasn't it? Anyway, so you see people starting to come towards the bunker, guests or whatever. So as they're coming up, you start seeing the Polish guard stop them and talk to them and let them through. And you can see the guys that work the door come out and they hand their weapons over to them, unload them and shit and take them inside first, and then the people go in. You can see as they're confiscating weapons as people come in, but you guys had seen that before. You know what I mean? When someone comes in, they check their weapon at the coat check, basically.
Right.
And everyone's getting a pat down as they go in. It seems like they're being pretty thorough about that. And that's the normal guards of the normal bouncers.
Normal bunker guards, not the British, or not British, not the Polish.
The red coats.
Not the Polish guard, yeah. It's the actual bouncers for the bunker that seem to be doing this. And, it's an assortment of people, you'll watch them walk up and you're that one's probably, a Polish national, probably from Kraków. Those look like some NATO troops. Those are probably Russian. You see some people that maybe you recognize, you do see one guy specifically start walking in that you recognize. That he was a pimp, literally, not figuratively. He usually travels with a few prostitutes, which you see with him,
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. And
now, can we hear from that kind of? Is that what's going on?
Can you guys hear it from where you are?
No, him, like a block away. Is that what you as you're watching? You can hear
Yeah, he can hear the music, especially more so when the door opens. And the doors on it are these metal doors that have a little slider thing on them and everything. It's a pretty fucking sturdy building. You know what I mean?
There's a reason it's called the bunker.
Yeah, there's a reason it's called the bunker, And
what's the reason?
Jeremy, you actually do know this. I mean, the main reason it's called the bunker is people actually hid here during the bombing, right? When Kraków was being bombed at some point during the war, people hid here inside of it. And part of the irony of it, everyone was hiding in the basement. So there's 2 stories, actually. There's the main floor, the ground level, and then the basement. Historically, it's a club on both levels, right? There's a bar on both the first floor and in the basement. But they painted a target symbol in the middle of the dance floors as a fuck you to the bombs because it didn't get destroyed because people were actually hiding in the basement during the bombings. So
yeah, that's awesome.
That's kind of their yeah, woo, it's still fucking here, So, but yeah, so I mean that's what you see. You see, it looks like they're still going about business as usual. It seems like maybe their security has been upped a little bit. You see a few more people that have The quote bouncers, the people that work for Jelko, are kind of patrolling around too, like out a little bit more than they were before.
Gotcha.
And yeah, but that's kind of what we got. What is tell me what that looks like for Valentine. What is he doing while he's watching?
He's maintained pretty good attention. He's still sitting on the kid's chair, and he's not moving all that much.
Mm-hmm.
He's just got the binoculars up, and he's looking through, and every once in a while he'll check the glass on the binoculars to make sure he's not shining too much, and he's paying attention to the light, how it's coming in through the room, so that way it doesn't get any reflection off of any of the glass. And he's actually starting to sweat a little bit on his brow as it's warming up through the day. He takes off his coat. He's just positioned himself behind the rifle, and he's just focused.
All right, we cut over to... Wait, Murph was sleeping, right, Chris? That's what you're doing this shift? Or were you just resting?
No, he's sleeping.
Okay, we cut over to Murph, and we see him sleeping on a cot.
What does that look like?
Yeah, what does it look like?
He has a very good view of the back of his eyelids.
Yep. All right, Emmett and Lieutenant. You guys are walking along, and did you guys roll your recon roll for perceiving yet? I don't think you did.
I don't believe so.
All right. Whichever one of you has the better for perception, roll recon.
I think I've been doing the worse, so you'd be doing the better, Emmett.
Yeah, it's usually Emmett, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, if we're doing... it just all depends if we're doing better or worse, so...
Yeah, you're the better, he's the worst, by like 2%.
Do we have we don't have the binoculars, do we?
No. One success.
Okay. Up ahead, you can start seeing some people that are like... it's not so much a crowd that's gathering, but you can see like 3 to 6 people kind of starting to like look in a direction. You can start seeing smoke come up around the corner on the next block, and it looks like there's a house fire up ahead. You can start hearing a guy yelling, but it sounds like it's in Polish. What do you want to do?
Do I know Emmett's fire trauma?
Other than the scars on my face, I would say not.
Okay, I couldn't remember if we'd told that story.
Speaking of which, if either one of you two are still suffering from any kind of like negatives, you shouldn't be anymore. Chris and Brian.
No, really?
Yeah, you shouldn't be anymore at this point. This would be the day that you guys would have stopped.
Excellent.
Okay.
Yep. Since we haven't really gone back into that yet, I was like, wait, I meant to do this. So your staminas and mobility roll should be back to normal.
Fantastic. Yeah, that's huge. All right.
Yep.
Holy crap, Captain. Looks like we got a fire going. I never thought of this, but what do you do without a fire department? Do you... I mean, water's not readily available.
No, not this far from the river, it's not. I mean, I guess you stand out in the street and yell for help.
Whose job is it to help? I mean, what can we do?
You got any water in your pocket?
No, sir.
Well, I don't know how much help we gonna be. I can't even understand what he's yelling. So, I mean, if we had...
I assume fire, 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 fire.
I mean, it could be how many people are inside. It could be, hey, the floor's giving way. I mean, I don't understand a lick of it, so...
Yeah, and the area you guys are actually in is kind of a area of ruins. So, like, as you come around the corner, it's just kind of like there's a couple houses that are left standing, and one of them is just in flames. And you see this older gentleman kind of, like, running back into the house and, like, grabbing stuff and, like, bringing it back outside and, like, setting it in the sidewalk or in the grass and shit like that. And just, like, in the road and just kind of running in, grabbing stuff and, like, whatever he can get and running back out. And you can see, like I said, a small group of people standing on the other side of the road, kind of just watching or like starting to walk off, like, whatever. I guess this one house that's standing here by itself is going to burn down, basically. And that's what it looks like. He's just running in and out.
That sucks, but nothing we can do.
It's funny. Even now, at the end of the world, he's still trying to rescue material possessions out of a burning building.
So would Kyle.
I like my tchotchkes.
Maybe this guy's also a loot goblin. He's just trying to get his loot, that's all.
Yeah, well, I mean, if he's not, waving his hands looking for somebody to try and get somebody from out of the building, he looks like he's just trying to protect what he owns. I say we can try and continue on to the market then.
It wouldn't surprise me if there was 2 babies in there and he's still pulling out the desk chairs. But nothing surprises me anymore.
No, not in this world that we live in.
Onward and upward.
All right, you guys continue on. So since you guys have continued on, I'm going to read the card to you. A column of black smoke rises ahead. If the PCs investigate, they find a recent ambush. U.S. stragglers have been badly... No, that's the wrong one. Sorry. Burning building. That's the one. A building burns along the side of a road. A man frantically tries to rescue objects from inside. If the PCs help, he'll split his belongings with them. If they pick on their own, he becomes irate, but does not fight them. Inside the house, an intensity of sea fire rages. Each round, a PC can make a scrounging roll to find an item on the scrap table on the pages 144 and 145 of the player's manual. A total of D6 items can be found.
Dang, I'm mad. I missed a scrounging opportunity.
Kyle.
I love scrounging.
Brian. Oh, the encounter cards are terrible.
Hold on. But did you not realize that you started reading an ambush encounter card thinking it was the same card?
That's because I picked up the wrong one.
Right, exactly. So how's that? Like, hey, this one is almost identical to that one.
That was because I went like this and went, oh shit, that's not the right one.
Hey, there's a thing of fire and smoke and ambush, or thing fire, smoke, scrounging.
Actually, the image is different. Like I said, I didn't even look.
By the nature of that card, you have to go into the burning
No,
building.
you don't. You can pick it out of the stuff in the front.
Well, but you have to help him, right?
No, you don't.
He won't fight you if you just take his stuff, remember?
Oh, well, that's fucked up.
Yep.
Now I'm depressed.
Yep. There you go. I thought I'd add to it a little bit of insult to injury. All right. Roll me a d6.
I rolled another 5.
Okay. And move to where you're going to go and roll me a recon roll.
Up 1. Straight up 1 as well. Right by the market. I am the bad recon, so that's me, right? Or are we recon looking?
Yeah, this one's the bad. This is the low recon.
Gotcha.
No. This is the observing recon, the higher one.
Oh, okay, then that's me.
Yeah.
Same thing, 1 success.
Okay. Hold on. Okay. All right, you guys continue on. You don't seem to have noticed anything. Everything seems just fine. No, so as you're walking along, tell me what that looks like.
As we get closer, a little bit more confident, a little less slinking around, just kind of hands in the pocket, just kind of smiling and walking as we go. We pass the fire. There's not a lot of people. I mean, we see that a lot of people are congregating at the market, so we see hustle and bustle ahead, but we're just kind of pace quicken just a little bit as we get closer to our destination and just kind of be like, all right, we're in a well-lit area. We're good. We kind of just keep on heading that way. We veer just a little bit left off the main road a little bit as we head towards the market.
Going along, you start seeing some more people. You can hear the church bells ringing because it's only a couple blocks to your east, and there's definitely there's people around just like walking, right, like normal cityscape, right? And I mean it's nothing like as metropolitan as it would have been prior to the war,
post-apocalypse.
Yeah. But it's more than it was, out in the countryside, for example. But not quite as cramped and smelly as when you were in the refugee camp. All of a sudden, you guys hear a gunshot goes off. And we're going to go into initiative.
Are you serious?
Yep.
That escalated quickly.
Chris isn't there, so I don't need his. Jeremy's not there, don't need his. Brian's there, and Kyle's there. And I need those. All right. When the gunshot goes off, you see this other guy that was like in a NATO uniform just like poof, drop to the ground. You guys both only get one card, right?
Yeah. A character died.
My 2-card guy is dead now.
All right. First up. You guys hear another shot ring out. And you see this other guy that was beside the other NATO guy. He was in civilian clothes. You see him just poof, drop as soon as that round goes off.
Look out, it's Murph. He's on the I told you he'd snap.
Kyle, you're up.
Yes.
What do you want to do?
We don't see where anything comes from, correct? I don't passively know where gunfire goes.
Roll a recon roll at a -2.
It's 2Ds.
-2.
One success.
One success. You see, down the street about 40 meters up on a second story, you catch the muzzle flash off of that second shot. So you know the direction it is.
Gotcha.
What do you want to do?
Okay. How far away is this building? Can I get to the doorway of the building?
30 meters down.
And I can move 20 meters in a given.
Yes, plus whatever you roll for mobility.
I got hella mobility. That's pretty much all I have.
20 meters for one action, a fast action. And if you want to roll a mobility roll with that, you can move further.
I'm booking it towards the door. The door to his building.
Okay. And then it'd be another action to move into it. So,
Yeah.
like into the building,
So-
theoretically. Yeah.
So 2 moves, and then I'm going to roll mobility, which is, again, the only good thing about this character.
Mm-hmm.
3 successes.
Okay, you move right up to the fucking entrance of the building. So, like, you tell me what this looks like. Like, you moving up to, because like I said, it's right down the street, about 30 meters.
Yeah, so I'm doing the like squat crawl and kind of just booking it there. I've got the shotgun that we were going to sell on my back. I've got my my lever action there as well, and I'm just kind of slow, but I'm like going way quicker than somebody should be able to squat walk, and just booking it into that doorway, because I was like, he can't get the angle if I get there, and if I can get in, maybe I can disrupt this a little bit. So I just, in a very not Josiah Bruce way, I am heading towards the fire, but that's just kind of what I think is going to be the best thing for me.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, if you're moving along the building that they're shooting from, and they're like back away from the window, they wouldn't be able to target you without leaning out the window. So, and that's even like rules is written. So, yeah. Okay, cool. So then I'm assuming you use your next action to move into the building.
Correct.
Okay, so that's your actions. All right. Brian, you see Lieutenant take off, and you start seeing the crowd of people starting to disperse, and they're like trying to get away from, they're all kind of trying to take cover. Did you point out to him before you took off running where the shot was coming from?
I wasn't sure if I could just, as a kind of a passive additional action, be like, window, go.
Yeah, you could have done that. That's fine. Like if you were like point and like took off, like you were like second floor, 30 meters down, right outside,
yeah.
like as you're running away. Yeah, I'd be fine with that.
Dope.
Okay, Emmett, you start to see people, the other people that are out there, some civilians, some like other NATO people, and there was a couple other people that was with that group where the first dude had been and the second dude had been shot. You see them starting to peel off, and it looks like they're trying to take cover, but they don't necessarily seem to know where it's coming from. Because like you can tell if like LT pointed out where the shots were coming from, that some of them aren't necessarily hiding in the right places, if that makes sense. Like on the wrong side of cover, essentially.
Right, everybody's just kind of scrambling.
So scrambling to hide behind something, they don't know where the shots are coming from. So sometimes behind something isn't behind something. It's in front of something.
All right, well, once I heard LT holler that, I mean, I would just basically just kind of fall into the thing and follow suit. But as I'm trying to mobility right behind him to get to the building, I realize, like, I wouldn't have suspected this out of LT now that we are in this kind of situation.
Him taking off, just boof.
Yeah. Well, just
Right.
the whole second floor, let's go, and like taking off. Like, hold on, where's this? Where did this soldier come from all of a sudden? I haven't seen another soldier for a minute. Where did this guy come from?
I mean, it's kind of cool because his coolness under fire had just gone up too. So it's like,
Yeah.
Perhaps y'all's rubbing off on me.
Yep. I will follow after him and make a mobility, which will be without the burns, a C and a B. One success.
All right. So wait, you were doing a mobility roll to try to
Stay with
catch
him.
up?
Yeah, I
Okay.
was just basically following his lead right behind him.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good. Sorry. Hold on. Give me a second. I'm trying to make a map at the same time. All right. So you're basically gonna do the same thing as him, is like run down and dive into the building, right? That's your plan?
Right, yes.
Okay. Let me pull you guys out onto there. All right, so you guys, boof, go through that front door of this building because it was fucking open. Whatever, who cares? And you were easily able to go through this door. And off to your right-hand side, you see a stairwell that goes upstairs to the second floor.
I have the shotgun out.
That's technically an action to draw the weapon.
Okay. Action 1, draw weapon. Action 2, beat cheeks upstairs while being as stealthy as possible, because I am under the impression they have not seen us enter this building.
All right, hold on. Let me start drawing cards for who's next. So,
Do I have to roll a
You hear another
mobility
shot.
or a sneaky?
hold on.
Sneaky?
Hold on. It's not your
or-
turn yet. Actually, outside, you hear another
Oh,
shot.
Cards. I see what you're saying. My bad.
And yeah, it's not your turn yet. So you hear another shot come from the second floor. You hear "Ka-ka!" And that's it. Brian, you're up next. You could trade cards with him if you want to.
Why is he up? We redrew when we got inside, or?
Yeah, we're doing all new. Instead of keeping the same initiative, we are
okay.
redrawing cards each turn this time around.
Gotcha.
Thank you,
So I will give him my card, yes.
Brian. Okay. All right. Kyle.
Draw weapon, sneaky upstairs.
All right. So you start to go up the stairs. Go ahead and move to the top of the stairs. That'll be your second action, would be moving up to the top of the stairs. No, you're in the darkness now. Just right here is fine. There's not a second floor map, so we're just going to pretend like you're coming off the stairs. You know what I mean?
100%.
Okay. Brian.
Emmett would draw the 357 and continue to follow behind LT.
Okay. Which one of you has a lower recon?
I am by
That
like
would
2%.
be... Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me the recon roll then, Kyle.
With any negatives or just as is?
Actually, you're going to get a +1 for it because of the terrain.
Nothing.
Do you want to push that roll?
Yes. More than anything.
Okay.
1 success.
Okay. All right. So you guys move up the stairs. So we're basically just going to have it like where you are is where you're going to come off the stairs, basically. So now you're on the second floor. You're coming up on the second floor. You have the shotgun out. Emmett, what do you have out?
The 357.
Okay. And outside, you could still hear people yelling and screaming and kind of taking off running. You can just hear commotion as people are like yelling and screaming outside. Next round. I'm shuffling.
I now realize that anybody's action can be first action.
Still hear people outside yelling and screaming. Brian, you're up.
I will give Kyle the card.
Okay, Kyle, as you get to the top of the stairs, you see a door to your right on the south west corner and a door to your east on the southeast corner. You saw the shots coming from that room to your east.
I will head to this door and peek in. Is it, or I don't know if it's an open door or closed door.
It is closed.
I can't set like an Overwatch to an area and have Emmett open a door.
Not when you're not in it. I mean,
okay. So I just didn't know if like
I
could have my dude set up outside the door and say Emmett open it, and then I'm aiming towards where I think that I'm just trying to think logistics and I'm trying to think tactics.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. No. I know what you're saying. Here's the thing: each hex, each zone, which is in a room, essentially, each one of these rooms counts as like a hex as far as like urban warfare goes.
Yeah.
So the way it works is it takes an action to go into the room. You can lean out like and expose yourself to that, right? But then they could also shoot at you. That's the only way you can shoot into a hex. You know what does that make sense?
I'm doing it. Yep. Head up.
Yeah.
Open. Lean in. Or I don't know if I can do all three of those. Or is it an action to move in, up, an action to open?
No. It wouldn't be that. You would just move up to it. That's fine. And then it would be an action to like move into the hex.
Yep. Let's do it.
Okay. All right. So you open the door to that room, and hold on. Let me reveal it for you.
There's 14 people inside.
You actually see 2 people inside, and one of them's starting to turn back towards the door as you see him. So you open the door, he's starting to turn, like can see you out of the corner of his eye. You can see him. What do you want to do?
Do I have the ability to unaimed fire or just quick fire?
Yes, you could take a quick shot. Yeah. You could either take a quick shot or set Overwatch on the hex at this point. It's up to you.
If he takes Overwatch on the room, it doesn't trigger till next round, correct? Or when would his Overwatch be able to be utilized?
He wouldn't have the action to do it till next turn.
Correct. So it wouldn't be until next round that you're actually able to use Overwatch.
Right. Yes, exactly.
Overwatch. I'll do Overwatch.
And they also haven't gone yet.
Oh, they haven't gone yet. Crap.
They haven't gone yet this round.
Yeah, I'll take a quick shot at the guy closest to me.
Okay, cool.
So I'm using a shotgun, but I'm indoors. So that's what's the negatives on that? -2?
-3.
So 2Ds.
Yep.
2 successes.
2 successes. All right, roll me a hit location. And what's the damage / crit for a shotgun?
I hit legs.
Okay.
The shotgun is my pump shotgun is a damage 3, crit 4.
Okay. All right, so tell me what that looks like when you shoot this guy in the legs and crit on him.
So I just kind of do the, I've got it, and I just kind of swing in, and I'm kind of aiming for the window, and as I'm panning over with the shotgun, I notice dude number 2, and I just kind of, as I'm panning over, I stop for just half a beat and boom, pull the trigger. And when I do it, I'm just a little low when I do it, and I end up kneecapping him.
Right. And you see him, and he like, boof, like drops to the ground. And you can see like femoral artery bleeding as he's just like grabbing his legs. And looks like he's bleeding out. Brian, you're up. Oh, wait. No, actually, I'm sorry. You're not up. I thought Kyle's card was next. It wasn't. So the other guy turns and he's going to take a shot at you. You have partial cover, and he's going to take a shot.
And he's got a non-indoor weapon, I assume.
He does not have a... Yeah, he does not have an indoor weapon.
And he should be... Yeah, that should be a quick shot, so he's got quite a bit of negatives to deal with himself.
He doesn't really have a quick shot because he has an action left.
Oh, yeah, he can aim and fire.
Slow and his fast action because he hasn't had to move anywhere.
Yeah.
So he could
Gotcha.
do a quick aim and shoot. Yeah. So, but that's just going to be all of his actions at that point. Yeah, so that's what he's going to do. Okay. So he gets one success on you. Kyle, roll me a hit location. As this guy with the dragon off.
Chest.
So it hits the cover, right? Because you have partial cover. We already established that. If it had been arms or head, it would have not.
Missed cover.
Right. So you basically lean around and you're like, "Pra, pra." And so he hits the wall, but it goes through the wall, goes into your flak jacket, reduces it to 1 point of damage, roll coolness under fire.
2 successes.
You're not suppressed. Brian, you're up. What do you want to do?
But I did take 1 damage, correct?
1 point of damage, yes.
Okay.
Emmett would move up to the edge of the door, basically with his back to the wall, kind of taking his 6 and covering from the rear, and I would put Overwatch on. It would be the door, so if somebody comes out that's not my buddy here.
Which door?
The door that he is currently leaned into.
Oh, you're... Okay, so move to where you're moving and tell me where you're putting Overwatch.
I'm going to move basically beside him,
Okay.
up against the wall, and looking toward him, basically taking Overwatch on the door.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
So that if anybody comes out the door, you're going to...
Yes.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Top of a new round. Kyle.
Keeping partial cover.
Mm-hmm.
Aim and fire.
Okay.
So I have no negatives.
No, you're still going to have the negatives for the indoor. Yeah. So it should still be...
Even with a shotgun? Shotgun's got a negative?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, okay. Couldn't remember.
Yeah. So it still should be the -2, and I actually think I
So it's
forgot to do the
still CD.
negative. It should have been higher last time around as the negatives, but I didn't do it, and I realized I did it wrong because I didn't do the quick shot. Should have been also a -2. Yeah. So it should be... Or -4. -2 at this point. Yeah.
Okay, so that's the CD. Okay.
Still a -2. Yeah.
Yep. 1 success.
Do you want to push that roll?
Oh, you sure? I'll push the D6. Miss.
So roll me a hit location. Where you hit this guy.
Chest. Chesticles.
All right, so you hit him in the chest for how much damage?
3.
3 points of damage. All right. You see him drop prone.
Ooh, suppression.
Yeah. Brian, you're up.
I mean, with him in the doorway, there's no tactical reason I would try and push through him. I would just maintain Overwatch on the door.
Okay.
To push past your buddy on a doorway doesn't seem to make sense.
Okay. His turn comes up. Now we're back to top of the new round. So he's back to his actions that he actually is going to get on this new turn. Because he just lost him on this turn. So if he goes before you guys, he's going to be unsuppressed. Nope, that guy's bleeding out and dying. NPC sniper. He's going to take another shot at Kyle. I mean, that's what he's going to do.
The draw always gets me.
I mean, okay, here we go. Yep. So partial cover. He takes a shot, gets 1 success. Roll a hit location.
Legs.
Hits the cover, goes through the wall, hits you in the legs for 2 points of damage.
Hits me for 2.
Roll coolness under fire.
Ah, crap.
As he, like, from the prone position goes, "Ka!" and takes another shot.
2 successes.
All right, you are not suppressed. Kyle.
Establish Overwatch, and then drop it or die. Persuasion. Or I don't know if I can make that call. That's my thought process.
Sure, you can.
Or is that something? Is that something like I'd establish Overwatch, and then I need my second action to pull the trigger if he moves?
Yeah. I mean, yes. Yeah, if he does anything else, you could do that.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to give him the option to throw his gun down or get shot. I'm trying to.
Well, he has acted this round already, so he wouldn't be able to act until next round. He also has Overwatch on you at this point, technically. So, at the beginning of the next round, if he does anything, it would be a roll off on range combat to see who shoots first. So, but you can still do that and take the chance with this action instead of shooting to get him to surrender if you want to.
I will.
I'm going to say it's at a negative, though.
I'm a negative?
Because you guys are actively shooting at each other. Yes, you're actively.
But I have him outnumbered. I have him outnumbered.
Okay, he hasn't seen Emmett. No bonus. Emmett's still around the corner. No bonus.
It's 1-on-1 right now.
But I know Emmett's there. So, like, I'm speaking with confidence.
And if anything, you're currently in a firefight, so a -2. -2.
Never mind. I won't do it then.
You can if you want to. Or you can take your shot now. That's up to you.
I love that I'm not the one on the receiving end of this.
Mechanics question. If I run up on him, he can't use his gun. He can't shoot me in the same hex or kind of same vicinity as him.
He can. It'll be a negative for the same hex shooting. But he has also already shot this round.
Mm-hmm.
And it's an action to move into the hex. So you could move in and, like, do a melee attack on him if you wanted to.
Yeah, because he's prone,
He's
so I get a
prone.
bonus for... Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Yes.
Boom.
Okay.
And then I'm using the shotgun butt. Or whatever.
Okay. Roll unarmed when you get up there. You get a +1.
Do I get a bonus?
I think it's a +1 for prone. Yeah. I think that's what it is for him being prone.
Yeah, you get a +1.
See, there you go.
1 success and 1 complete another failure.
All right, so that is the equivalent of a club. Roll me a hit location, because I'm assuming you didn't aim for a location, because if you did, it'd be a -2.
Negative, yeah. Arms.
Okay, so you hit him in the arms with club damage. What's a club?
I think that's
look
2.
that up for me real quick.
I had it earlier because I was looking at clubs.
I thought it was 1 and 3.
1 and 3, like 3 for, what do you mean by 1
Crit.
and 3?
For crit.
Oh, okay, so it's 1 point of damage?
For clubs, I'm pretty sure. Club is... Nope, I'm wrong. Club is damage 2, crit 4.
Damage 2?
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so you come down with that rifle on his arm, right? Like the bam, slam him in the arm with it. He takes 2 points damage. He's technically incapacitated by damage, so tell me what that looks like.
I just kind of run in full speed. Again, running's my thing, so like I'm just... I just kind of real quick motion like a snake strike in there, and then as I'm running, I'm cocking the butt of this pump shotgun back, and just like as I'm using the momentum of my run up as I just whack, and I catch him right here in this almost the shoulder, like almost snap the collarbone as I get right there, just as my full force into him, like I almost dive into him. I'm hitting him so hard with it.
And like, as you hit him, his like, he like releases the rifle and like rolls over and it's like,